Hello, my little draconic wolfkins. I hope that you're all doing well. If you guys like what you see and hear, please like, subscribe, and turn on that bell to get notified. And if you guys want to hear more horror stories, my email will be in the description below. Alright, let's get into it. So, I've been a lurker on several horror subs for a while, and I've been a fan of Mr. Nightmare, Corpse Heaven, Corpse Husband, etc. Ooh, yeah, I'm a big fan of those two as well. I also really like B-Busta a lot, because I do like the whole horror, hence why I'm a horror story narrator. Well, also VTuber, because, I don't want to show my face. Anyways, but I never thought I'd have stories of my own to share. They're not as wild as some of the insane encounters I've heard and read, but when you're the one living through it, it hits different. It really does hit different, honestly. I haven't had any horror stories happen to me, at least not yet. So I'll let you guys know if something does happen. I think I also said that in my last video about the Stanley, but we'll see. And this is also 2 stories, so depending on how long it is, I might do 2 parts. Anyways, this is story 1. This happened about 4 years ago, back when I was 16. My best friend, let's call him M, and I had this ritual of going for evening walks around our town. It was our way of unwinding and catching up, venting about school, or just talking. Our usual route took us over this bridge that crossed some train tracks. It's not a creepy bridge by any means. It's wide, well lit with streetlights, and we'd walk over it a million times without a second thought. Nothing ever felt off until that night. I mean, at least you guys have that close connection where you guys can go out, walk, and just, I don't know, bitch, complain about who knows what, because teenagers deserve to do that too, regardless of age. It was a cool summer evening, probably around 10 or 11. The sky was clear, and it was quiet like always. We were halfway across the bridge, mid-conversation, when one of the streetlights above us started flickering. I mean, that could be normal for streetlights if the bulb hasn't been replaced as of recently. Actually, I don't think that sentence made any sense, but I hope you get what I mean. Not a subtle flicker, but that aggressive strobe light kind of flicker that makes you stop and look. Then it just died. What the hell? Okay, that is all kinds of weird. Completely. The other lights along the bridge stayed on, so it wasn't a power outage or anything. Just that one light right above us went out. I mean, it could just because that one light bulb could have gone out. I don't really know how streetlights work, so I'm assuming how streetlights, or I'm assuming that streetlights have bulbs and individual lights might aggressively flicker before going out randomly. I don't know, I'm just trying to be logical here, you know? Em and I stopped walking. We didn't say anything at first, just exchanged glances until Em said, "Okay, that's creepy as fuck," or something like that. But the air felt heavy. Oh god, I don't like where this is going, honestly. I really don't. I know that sounds cliche, but it's the only way I could describe it. Yeah, I don't blame you. It is super cliche, but how else do you describe it? The air felt thick? No, that's another cliche way of saying the air felt heavy. I, yeah, I don't know, man. It wasn't just darker because of the light going out. It was like the atmosphere shifted. Like we'd crossed some invisible line into a place we weren't supposed to be. My skin prickled and I swear I felt eyes on me, like something was watching us from somewhere close. Dude, dude, I would be running. I would turn the other way. I'd be like, nope, I'm out. I'm not gonna do it. Nuh-uh, not this little white girl. I couldn't see anything out of place, but the feeling was so strong it made my stomach churn. Then we heard it. A scream. Bruh, bruh, run. I don't care. Run. Get the hell out of fucking Dodge. I'm just saying. Fuck that. It came from below the bridge, down where the train tracks ran. It echoed off the concrete pillars and the steel rails. So loud and sharp, it felt like it pierced right through me. Oh no. Yeah, I would be running. Maybe even try and find something to use as a weapon. I don't know. At first, I thought it was a human, a woman maybe in pain or panic, but it didn't sound right. It was too distorted. Like something was trying to sound human, but couldn't quite get it right. The best way I could describe it is like a woman's scream, but warped. Like it was being filtered through something unnatural. Not animalistic and not mechanical, just wrong. The only real way to know how it sounded was to be there. Um, fuck. Like, how do you even describe a warped scream? Because that just sounds all kinds of freaky and I want no part of that. Like, could it also be from, like, someone playing something like that on their phone or through a speaker? I don't know, man. It's not right. The scream lasted maybe 5 seconds, but it felt forever. Yeah, I'm sure it did feel like forever. Like, holy shit. Em and I looked at each other. His eyes were wide, and I could tell he was feeling the same thing as I was. Whatever made that sound wasn't supposed to be there. As soon as the scream stopped, the silence was worse. It was like the world was holding its breath, waiting for something else to happen. Yeah, that's when you turn around, say, okay, peace, we are out. We're not gonna let this, whatever the fuck this is, get to us, you know? We didn't stick around to find out what. We ran. I didn't think I've ever run that fast in my life. Yeah, no fucking doubt, man. lungs burning, legs and muscles screaming at you to stop, but you can't. We didn't stop until we were far enough away that the bridge was out of sight, panting and shaking in the middle of a well-lit street. When we finally caught our breath, Em said, "What the fuck was that?" Yeah, what the fuck was that, man? Like, I am so confused. I want to know. But that's also how people die, so let's not. I had an idea. My mind went straight to the Wendigo and Skinwalker stories. The thing is, those legends and stories are from America, and we are not. We're not even close. Okay, so this is happening somewhere else in the world. So maybe Mexico, somewhere in South America, or on the other side of the world. Who knows, honestly? We didn't talk much after that. Just walked home as fast as we could, constantly looking over our shoulders. The next day, I checked the news, social media, and everything else. Yeah, that's the only way to see if there was any crime that had been reported, I guess. No reports of missing people, no injured animals, no nothing. Our small town and stuff like that would have made waves. That's generally how it goes with small towns and villages. Word travels fast, honestly. Plus, we didn't have a big predator around here. No bears, no wolves, nothing that could make a sound like that. And the violent crime? Practically non-existent. So you're in a relatively safe area. Got it. So, I guess that's good, I guess. I don't know. But that scream, it wasn't just some random noise. It felt personal, like it was meant for us to hear. Like we'd stumbled into someone's territory and it wanted us to know. Yeah, I could see that happening, honestly. I'm not gonna lie. Em and I don't talk much about it anymore, but he always downplays it when we tell others, but when it's just us and I bring it up, I could see in his eyes that he remembers it like I do. I got chills thinking about it, and I can't help wonder, but what was down there under the bridge that night? Yeah, I want to know too, honestly. Like, what was down there? Why did it do that kind of thing? I'm just curious, you know? And on to the story too. The second one might be even weirder. It happened 5 years ago. I used to sleep with my bedroom door open because I was always scared that someone would come in and kidnap me at night. Oh, what? I like sleeping with the door closed. Everyone has their preferences, I guess. I just feel like having the doors closed would be, I don't know, less likely for that to happen because you'll hear the door open. Shit, I don't know. One night I woke up for no reason, no noise, no bad dreams, nothing. I just rolled over in my bed and faced the doorway. First mistake, I guess. I don't know. Something made me open my eyes, like an instinct I didn't know I had, and there, sitting in a squat in the hallway just outside my room, was a boy. I would get up so damn fast and close my door. Once I saw that, I'd be like, I ain't letting you into my room, homeboy. Nope. At first, I thought it was my younger brother. Okay, if you have a younger brother, that checks out, but still though, hell nah. He was about 10 at the time, and it wouldn't have been totally weird for him to be up at night, but the longer I looked, the more I realized this wasn't him. What? Are you sure? You sure about that? This kid was blue. Not pale, not shadowed, but blue, like his skin was tinted some unnatural shade. What in the actual fuck? That is so weird, my guy. I would be freaking the fuck out, honestly. Like, nuh-uh. Nope. But at the same time, when you're paralyzed with fear, it kind of makes sense. But his eyes were what got me, though. They were huge. Way too big for a human face and pitch black, like shark eyes. But they weren't empty. They reflected the dim light from the moon. Oh, hell nah. Nope. Nuh-uh. I'd get up, close the door, and go back to bed and act like nothing happened. Just chalk it up to some weird-ass dream. Just saying. He was just sitting there staring at me. Then, slowly, he raised one hand and waved. It was a slow wave, and it went on for quite a bit. I can just imagine just be like, hi. Like some kind of weird psycho, I guess. I don't know. My brain immediately went to sleep paralysis. I had read about it on Reddit, and it has happened to me once before, and it seemed like a logical explanation. I mean, yeah. Unless you could move, then it's like, is that really a logical explanation? But here's the thing, I could move. I shifted in bed, blinked a few times, even pinched my arm to make sure I was awake. I was. My body wasn't locked up, I wasn't dreaming, this was real. Oh boy. No good. Ugh, sorry. Had to get some water. It was... Everything was dry from me talking so much. The weirdest part, I wasn't scared. I should have been freaking out, right? I mean, I would, honestly, and maybe even start sleeping with a nightlight again for a little bit. I don't know. A blue kid with creepy eyes waving at me in the middle of the night. But I felt calm. Like whatever this thing was, it wasn't there to hurt me. It felt like it was just watching, waiting for me to notice it. I mean, I guess. I don't really know, man. Everything just seems so weird and sketchy. I'm not sure how I feel about this story, honestly. I don't remember what happened next. I know this sounds like a cop-out, but I generally don't. 1 second, I was staring at the kid, and the next it was morning. So, some kind of time jump? That sounds like something, people who were supposedly abducted go through. I don't know. I woke up feeling fine, but every detail of that encounter was burnt into my brain. The blue skin, the eyes, the wave. It was so vivid, it didn't feel like a dream at all. Yeah, I don't believe you. Or, I don't. Eh. Oh my god. I can't even talk. Like, I'm sorry. I checked the hallway the next day, half expecting to find some trace of whatever it was. Nothing. No footprint. No weird marks. Nothing out of place. I asked my brother if he'd been up at night, and he looked at me like I was crazy. Yeah. I mean, I would probably do the same, like, give you, like, that bombastic side-eye, like, are you fucking delusional or something? I didn't see or hear shit, and I was definitely not awake. Fucking weirdo. My parents didn't hear or see anything either. I have never seen the blue boy again, but I still sleep with my door closed now. Okay. Wait, I thought you said you left it open. I'm confused. Unless you meant to say, I sleep with my door closed now. Nah, I don't know. My brain hurts from reading that. I've been sitting on these stories for years because I don't know how to talk about them without sounding like I'm losing it. That's fair, honestly, because aren't we all losing it in some way, shape, or form, honestly? But the more I work on these kinds of subs, the more I realize I'm not alone in having weird, unexplained experiences. I don't know if these were ghosts, demons, some kind of glitch in the reality, or just my brain playing tricks on me. All I know is that both times it felt like I've crossed paths with something that wasn't meant for me to see. Yeah, I don't blame you because both of them are really weird and creepy, honestly. But I guess leave your thoughts below on what you think these weird things were, honestly. So, I'll see you guys in the next video.